Jim Savoca. I am the National Sales Manager for AstroTurf. I've been in the business 41 years, and with AstroTurf probably north of 30 of those. When I first started, there was the market was, probably 30 fields for all of North America, and they were the old school AstroTurf. They would cost, literally $1 million, $1.5 million, because you had to put down an asphalt sub base, and then you had to put down the pad, then you had to put down the turf with glue layers in between them. It was a very difficult sell. That would typically take 3 years or more to get it done, because you had to overcome all the injury issues, and they weren't, really player-friendly kind of surfaces. But it was our technology at the time, and so that led us through about the first 15 years of my career, and then came the advent of the infield fields, where the fibers were longer and they were filled up with material, rubber and sand typically. And now, much more player-friendly, much more cost-effective. The entire project went from $1.5 million down to less than $1 million, typically, sometimes $750,000. No longer using asphalt base, but using a stone base that drained vertically. So a total flip on technology. They were cheaper, they were better looking, they looked better, more like grass, and they played more like grass, and they were much more friendly to the athlete. I played football at Ohio State and played for Woody Hayes there. The story that I brought along with me into this industry is that Woody Hayes and I both had our last games together. The game against Clemson in the Gator Bowl, when he punched that fellow, well, I was the messenger guard standing next to him, and that was his last game, and it was my last game because I was a senior. But I immediately graduated from college. It was a very difficult time. It was in late 70s. There was high inflation. There was high unemployment. There was all sorts of stuff going on. So I just sent out resumes to every company I knew, kind of. And one of those companies were Monsanto. And Monsanto is the inventor of AstroTurf. And they were taking their sales force from a total of 5 nationwide to 10. And so I was part of that class where we doubled our size of our sales force. And so, went through Monsanto, again, probably the 40th biggest company in the world at the time, chemical company, really thorough training, in depth. I mean, it was the greatest platform from which to launch a career. And then, on we go from there. As I always say, and I tell it to my bosses, the only way out of here is feet first. So I enjoy it. I love it. I love every day of this job. I love the fight. I love the competitiveness, and I love the people. The legacy, it would be mostly that when you get through all this turf stuff and all the fantastic stadiums and great facilities and everything else, it really comes down to one thing. It's a place where kids play. Whether they're big kids in the NFL or they're kids that literally come to this kind of facility where everybody in the community uses it. It's a place to play, and we want to make it as uniform, predictable, safe, durable. We want it to be a good investment, and we want to. My legacy is that, as well as the guys that I've trained and worked with, and hopefully they thought I was a decent guy, and we played hard together, both on and off the field. The big thing is with AstroTurf, we are unique, and not in that we are the only guys that make good products, but our products are cut above, and a lot of it has to do with a component called the root zone, which we invented, we stuck with, and this is the portion of our product that gives all the ability for the infill to stay where it's supposed to be, and gives us the long-term consistency and durability that we want. Which again, if you don't get the good investment part of this program, then it doesn't matter, because no matter what you buy for the first 2-3 years, it's great. Everybody's happy, ribbon cut, and everybody's throwing, But the thing we always preach is the kids that are in kindergarten now will be playing on that same high school field. When you think about it, 8-10 years from now, there'll be 9th or 10th graders. There will be the same field outside, under all the elements, rain, snow, sleet, heat, unlimited use, unprotected. So it's a really hard design criteria, and that's why I take a lot of pride in our ability to provide great products that can stand up to that. I'm Jim Savoca. This has been 15 minutes with. I'm Jim Savoca. This has been 5 minutes of AstroTurf.